postpartum doula, and today I'm going to show you how to do the Benkung Belly Bind. This is a postpartum belly bind that wraps your abdomen to help support your core that's kind of gone through some stretching over the last 9 months. It's going to help support your organs and kind of put them back into their place and to hold everything together as your body is healing through the next about 40 days of your postpartum time. This is the wrap. It's about 14 to 17 yards of a light breathable material, and essentially it is just going to wrap in all the way around you multiple times, creating what looks kind of like a corset to just hold everything together. So I like to start with mine wrapped. You can start with yours in a pile on the floor if you like. This just makes it easiest for me. So when you're doing your wrap, you're going to need to get a bit of fabric from about your pubic bone to your shoulder. That's going to be the point that you kind of tie off of. That's going to go up the middle, and you can just put that around your shoulder so you know about how much you need. And then take the rest and roll it around. And when you're doing this yourself, it really is best if you go ahead and tie this in a knot around your waist. It's actually not around your waist, it's around your pubic bone. So we want it to be really, really tight and secure here, and because you're going to be doing it on yourself, having this knot at the base of it makes that pretty easy. So I'm going to take this, tie it in a knot, so I'm just going to let that drop a little bit. And just make sure it's really, really tight right around your pubic bone. So you know where your pubic symphysis is? That's that hard bone that's right on the front of your pelvis. Line that knot up right there, and now you have your piece that you're using to tie off, and you've got your wrap here. So already my hips feel nice, and I haven't even had a baby. As always, we want it to stay up here. So if you want your wrap to be really tight and really, you know, kind of filling that support, you're going to use your teeth to hold it as you're wrapping, like this. So just keep it nice and tight. If you're okay with your wrap being a little bit looser, you can just put it around your shoulder like that. So you're going to take your wrap and you're going to go and kind of roll it around your hips, and you want each layer that you do to kind of overlap. So now you have your center piece, and what you're going to do is just twist one around the other, kind of like a twisty tie. So we're going to pull it nice and tight, and then twisty tie around itself. And then I like mine tight, so I'm going to put it back in my mouth. And now I'm going to go around. Twisty tie. And you can see how that's going to go all the way up the middle with each twisty. Twisty tie. Making sure each layer kind of overlaps and supports each other. Takes a little bit of coordination. It might take a few tries to get this. But the fact that you go each layer and get to twist and conform it to your specific body shape is part of why I think it's a little bit superior to some of the other wraps, because you can make this specific for how you're shaped. If you're more hourglass or more apple, you kind of get to curtail that versus using something that just Velcros, kind of goes across the middle, and doesn't allow for the individuality that we all have. And continue until you're up kind of in your bust area. And that just creates that nice support from top to bottom. And then if you've got some extra left over like I do, I just tie it off at the top, and then you can wrap it around and create kind of a belt. This is one of the longer wraps. And then you can, obviously this is on top of my clothes for the G-rated video, but if you were doing this at your house, you could put it underneath your clothes. It's really nice if you've, you know, got up, gotten a shower, kind of dried off, and then do it and put it underneath your clothes, making sure that you can still get to your undergarments should you need to go potty. That's important. And then just tuck it in. You can put your shirt on over this, and it just keeps everything really supported. It feels really nice, and like I said, I haven't had a baby in a few years, but it kind of holds everything up. It's going to keep you from slouching too much when you breastfeed, which is a good reminder to keep your back up. So you can see how this supports all the way from your pubic symphysis, from your pubic bone, all the way to your bust, and that's what really creates that good support system, and that's what makes it a little bit different from some of the ones that you buy that are just kind of Velcro. They tend to just go around your middle. So as far as wearing this, we recommend something like 8 to 12 hours a day. You can alternate wearing it daytime and nighttime, or wear it just during the day. Just find out what works best for your schedule and kind of what your life looks like, and decide what's best for you. But generally, starting out, you might do it a little bit less while you're getting comfortable to it, but getting in the habit of at least 8 hours a day will be really, really good for your core. If you've got other little ones in your home, this is probably really good during the day because it's going to help support you if you're doing things you're not supposed to, like lifting them up or assisting them onto the potty, into their chair, into the car. This can provide a little bit more support as you're doing some of those activities that are more strenuous on our body when everything's been stretched out. You can also combine that with something like a warming powder. This has a lot of warming spices like cinnamon and cardamom and turmeric and cumin, and you can you make a paste with some sort of oil and put it on your skin, and then we have an underlayment that goes on top of it, and then wrap around it, and the warmth from that helps to helps your cells to kind of get rid of excess toxins and everything to get smaller and tighten up and tighten in some of those places that have loosened in the last few months or maybe even years in some cases. And it's just, you can do this daily, or you can do it once or twice a week, whatever works for you. Obviously, being cautious that whatever you put on your skin, making sure you test it and don't have any reactions. And we would recommend something that is, like this is my organic powder, so everything that's in there is pesticide free, and really knowing where your ingredients come from that you're going to be putting directly on your skin. So that is postpartum belly binding. If you have any questions, feel free to email, and whoever's doing your belly bind will help you.